After 5 years of owning this BMW 3 Series, I cannot believe it's taken me this long to fix its #1 issue, the infotainment system. After years of struggle with flimsy phone holders and dodgy Bluetooth dongles, I've decided to make an upgrade to this, the wireless CarPlay screen. So now that you've seen the device, let's install it. Okay, so we're going to start by removing the trim. So I've got a trim removal kit over here. What I didn't show you off camera is that I've disconnected the battery just to make sure that there's no short circuits when we're changing the head unit. Okay, so literally just get the trim tool underneath and start working your way through. There we are, all right. Okay, so now that this is off, there's two things we have to disconnect. Okay, so this one's split into 3 sort of sections. You've got like a date, this like middle plasticky bit. So we're trying to just pull that other one off. There we go. So that last bit just sort of slides out. As you can see, we've got the plastic with the date and this other one still on, so it's just this end bit that comes off. Okay, and then there's another one down here. So this one I think should be easier. Let me see. No, it's not easier. So this one, you're just gonna have to try and wiggle out. It does take a bit of force, but it does come off. So just wiggle it out. There you go. And now it's finally disconnected. All right, there we go. Once that's off, this panel can just go. So I'm just gonna chuck it on the back seat for now. So the next step is to remove the head unit. So you can see some Torx screws. Yeah, make sure you don't lose these screws either. So be very careful when you're unscrewing them because you don't want them falling into the abyss. Okay, and the other one's off. Yeah, so once those 2 are off, you then need to take out the other 2 from down here. So what you do is you just put this, once again, use your trim removal tool just to slide this bottom bit off. There we go. All right. Once again, put that somewhere safe. Once this bottom bit's off, you can see another 2 screws that we need to unscrew. Okay, so the screws are off. There we are. So you can see that all the screws are off now, and we can just go ahead and remove this unit as well. You can see there's 1 cable to take out of here. So you just need to give it a strong pull and it will just come out like that. Okay, and then once this panel's off, once again, you can put it somewhere safe. Okay, so once that's out, you can see that this is our head unit, which we need to connect the new cables from the new display to. So once again, there's 2 more screws that you need to remove. Okay, and we got the second one out as well. Just give it a pull and it just slides out from there. This is where you want your microfiber cloths to be positioned to make sure that you don't scratch the plastic. So once it's out, you will see there's this big sort of bundle of wires coming into it. So what you need to do is to unclip. There's a sort of clip that sits here. So you just push it back and then that releases the head unit. So now once you've got this unit out, what you need to do is you need to get the bundle of wires from the new screen, okay? And then take this bundle of wires, and you can see that it's literally the same sort of shape as the one we've just taken out of the head unit, okay? So what we need to do is, first of all, you need to make sure that you don't have the optic cables. It'll be a green and a black. My car doesn't have it, so I don't need to worry about it. But if you do have it, it'll usually be in this, you can see these holes here. So they'll usually be inserted at the back in the sort of rightmost 2 holes. So what you would need to do is to transfer them to the same position on the new unit. So as you can see, it would basically just, those 2 cables would just slot into there. So what we can do now is to just go ahead and connect the new head unit to the old one. So what you do is just line them up like this. Make sure that that one is fully released, the plug, there you go. And then once it's gone onto it, just close that latch as we did previously. Okay, so now it feels nice and secure. It's snapped into place. So now that's connected. And then the other side, you'll want to connect where your original to the head unit, to this bit. All right, so just have a look on the back, make sure it's the right orientation. So we've also got the latch on this new one. So with the latch on the new new harness, what you do is you sort of just like lift it up a bit, and then it's really easy to get it back over the wires. Okay, so once you've done that, align it with where it's supposed to go, slide it in all the way until you can't push it in any further, and then just shut that latch. There we are, and that's not coming back out anymore. All right, so that's connected up. So then we've got another bundle of cables going here. So I've got like a rear camera connector. I'm not connecting any cameras today, so I don't need that. And then this one is for the chime. So the kit comes with this sort of like speaker. So if your car loses the ability to make the sound after you fitted this, probably some specific models that will lose the chime sound. But yeah, we're not gonna fit that today, so I've just disconnected it from here, so that's useless. The only thing we really need to worry about is this cable here, which is going to connect to the new screen. So to disconnect the new screen, as you can see, we've got another 2 screws underneath. I know it's probably hard to see on the camera, but they are there. There we go, so we got one out. Let's get the second one. There we are. Right, so the both screws are off, and now this should just pull up. So I think we can sort of, so if we turn it around, you can see that this is where the original one's plugged in. There's a tab here that you can push. That doesn't make it any easier. It is a bit tricky, so there's a tab that you can sort of push down, but there we go. All right, it's finally out. Okay, so we can see the old screen is now fully out, and then these new wires we can thread through. So if you go underneath, you can see, just follow the path of the original cables and just pull it until it comes up. There are quite a lot of wires, so it is a bit fiddly. Okay, and then this this wire that's connected to the harness, we need to feed it through to attach to the new screen up here. So once you've got it under this bit here, into here, you want to just pull it out from the top like this, and then the rest of the wires can just sort of stay in the center. Yeah, so my unit also came with a GPS antenna and a 4G antenna as well. So they recommend to fit them somewhere like under the trim or in the glove box or something like that. They also provide an aux cable. Now this is only needed in cars that won't. So if you connect the screen and you're not receiving any sound, you may need to connect the aux cable to your aux port in the car. But what we'll do is we'll connect the screen first, and if it doesn't work with the aux, then if it doesn't work without the aux, then we'll need to connect it up. They also give you USB cables. This is if you want to do wired CarPlay, or if you want to do like updates to the system or anything like that. So now get your new screen, okay? And we can now attach these wires. Right, so this one here, it goes to the top port there. So if you can see, it's got this sort of like groove on the top. So you want to make sure that that's facing upwards to align with this port here. So you can see there's a groove there, and then that will sit right at the top here. And then this other one, you can see the purple cable, that will need to go into this blue one here. Yeah, so once they're in, what we need to do is to just push those cables down through the gap as much as we can. So yeah, once the new screen is on, we can just insert the screws. So once again, be careful not to drop them down the hole. All right, so at this point, we don't want to start putting everything back, because we need to check that it works and that we're happy with everything. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and connect the battery back, and then we'll see if it's working. Okay, now that the battery is connected, I'm gonna go ahead and start the ignition. And the signs of life, which is good. Okay, right, so it brings us to this display, and then this is my old display, okay? So you have the BMW and Android side of the system, so we can change between the two by holding the menu button. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press that, and we'll see if, okay, there you go. Right, well, I guess I'm just gonna try to connect to the system. Oh yeah, it's GT6, yeah. So there we go. It's pairing. Okay, this is my phone. Okay, so now, okay, it's come up with Z-Link, so this is it. It's just launched Android Auto for me. And there we are. Look at that. So now I think everything's done. We've already tested it. It was working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna screw everything back on, put the trim back, and then we'll have another play around with it and see what we've got. Okay, I think we just needed some more force. That's it. So I've just finished putting the trim back together, and honestly, the difference to my old screen is just insane. I mean, this thing completely transforms the interior of your car. And the beauty of this is that once you get in the car, it starts the CarPlay automatically. So it literally just connects your phone, starts playing music without you having to lift a finger. And seriously, this has just transformed my car and just updated it by about 10 years, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I would really recommend anyone that's thinking about getting one of these, do it. Seriously, I thought it would be good, but now that I've actually installed it into my car, it really does make a huge difference. So no more you know, playing with Bluetooth dongles, no more phone holders. Just get in the car, open your maps, start your Spotify, that's it. Nothing, you don't even need to get your phone out of your pocket. It'll just connect automatically and off you go. So yeah, really recommend it.